Good afternoon, everybody. This is Kev, back in the kitchen. And I read an article the other day, and it said that 40% of Americans eat breakfast. So that means that 60% of us are not eating breakfast. And out of the 40% that are eating breakfast, how many of us are eating like an Egg McMuffin or like something that's really crappy for us that we shouldn't be eating? So I've decided that I'm gonna show you tips on what you can eat for breakfast. Now I have tips that are gonna make, like it's gonna take 2 minutes to make your breakfast, 5 minutes to make your breakfast, and if you really don't even have those 2 or 5 minutes, you can just walk out the door and I'm gonna show you how to do that one too. First of all, I'm gonna show you the shake. I have shakes all the time. I've already pre-crushed the ice in the shake, and then I put the banana in. So I crush the ice first, I put the banana in, and then I use whey protein powder. You can use any sort of protein powder, it really doesn't matter. And so I've already gone through the 2 steps of crushing the ice. So I'm gonna turn back on the blender, I'm gonna put in the powder, and I'll put in the soy milk, and then I'm gonna have my shake. So here we go. And there is the protein shake. I think that took about 3 minutes in total to make. This is awesome, filled with protein and carbs. You could pound it out before you go out the door, or you could even keep it in your car while you're driving. Okay, the next one that I'm gonna show you that's really quick. Cereal. I personally love this cereal. It's Barber's Shredded Oats. I've turned about 25 people onto this cereal and they go crazy for it. It looks like this. It's very high in fiber. It's basically like oatmeal. And if you're in a hurry, you can take this cereal or any sort of healthy cereal and just put it in a bowl. You can use regular milk, you can use soy milk, and then what I do to add a little extra flavor is I put some sort of dried fruit in there, and then almonds. I wanted to talk about almonds. It's much better to eat raw almonds than it is roasted almonds, because when they roast the almonds, they take a lot of the nutritional value out of it. So it's better to have the roasted almonds. So that's the second one. I'm going to show you one more cereal, or actually 2 more that are pretty good. These are kind of like Cheerios, but they have a lot more fiber in them, organic fibrose. And then these, I call them the rabbit poops. They taste better than rabbit poop, I think, but they're little long fibrous things, and they're awesome. And sometimes I'll do a little blend. I'll mix 2 or 3 different cereals in there with the fruit and nuts and a little milk. You're good to go. That's what, 3 minutes, 5 minutes to eat it. So that's the second tip of breakfast. Third one, yogurt. Now, I don't know how many of you are eating yogurt, but strong suggestion. If you buy vanilla or just plain yogurt with no flavoring in it whatsoever, you get to add whatever sweetener you want in there. The other stuff that's already pre-flavored has a lot of sugar in there. This stuff is plain. I can put whatever I want in there. I can put honey, I can put brown sugar, I can put fruit, I can put nuts, whatever I want. And by the way, brown sugar has a lot less calories than honey is. I'm not saying don't eat honey, but just if you're going between the 2. Okay, now, if you have a little more time and you've done a little more prep work, I'm going to show you a couple more items. The first one is the oatmeal. Last night, or you cook the oatmeal the night before, okay? And then you cook it, and you put it in some sort of container. Bam! There's my oatmeal ready to go. I just scoop the oatmeal out, I put it in a bowl, I nuke it for 1 minute, and then I prep it much like I would my cereal with dried nuts or honey, raisins, nuts, something like that, and that's good to go real quick. Another one is my eggs. Scrambled eggs take about 3 minutes to make. And then I've done prep work. I've cooked my Harvest Grain blend right here, and I just take the Harvest Grain blend from Trader Joe's right here, this Harvest Grain blend. I already have that pre-cooked. I cook the eggs, I nuke this for a minute, I slap it on the plate, bam, I got breakfast ready to go. Okay, that's a little more time. I also wanted to say, you know, a lot of people neglect yams. Now these things, they're very cheap, they're extremely healthy, and they don't take too long to cook. All you need for these is some aluminum foil. You've got to poke holes in them, you wrap them in aluminum foil, put them in the toaster oven, and then when they're ready, you just cut them open. You can put them in the refrigerator, and then you cut them open and put some butter on it, nuke it for 30 seconds, a minute, a little salt, you're good to go. These are heavy in carbs, but they're the good carbs. I want to talk about carbs. A lot of people avoid eating carbs. And a lot of you ladies out there say, oh, I'm not going to eat at all. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm not going to eat. Well, guess what? When you don't eat, your body is starving itself, and you're not going to lose weight. That's just a temporary behavior. So I would suggest eating constantly. If you eat, I eat about 6 or 7 times a day. If you eat in moderation multiple times a day, actually that's a way better method to lose weight and control your weight. Now, if you don't have time to do any of that, I'm going to show you 3 or 4 things that will just get you out the door. I don't suggest it all the time, but if you have to, you have to. The first one are protein bars. Now, protein bars are relatively good for you, but they're pretty high in sugar. So in the morning, I mean, it's better than eating nothing in the morning, that's for sure. But if you're on the go and you really have to go, just eat some protein bars. Another one, hummus, any sort of hummus, and carrots, or hummus and celery, or hummus and crackers, or hummus and whatever you want to throw on there. You know, just use the hummus and do whatever you want with it. You can always grab a piece of fruit, apple, banana, do it while you're driving, out the door, you'll be fine. And I wanted to say something about avocados. A lot of people are scared of avocados. Avocados are 50% protein and 50% fat, but it's the good fat, like the same kind of fat that you find in the nuts, the monounsaturated fat or the unsaturated fat. That's good fat for you. So don't be scared of the avocados. I eat them all the time. I'm not fat, okay? I wanted to say one more thing about when I prepare this rice. When you prepare this, don't just boil it in water. Boil it either in in a broth, or use the bouillon cube, and it will add the flavor, so much flavor to it. And then that way, and boil the whole bag. Don't do half a bag, just do the whole thing, keep it in Tupperware. It won't go bad for a long time. As far as beverages in the morning, drink juice, drink whatever, drink water. But for everybody who drinks coffee in the morning, coffee is an appetite suppressant, and it's going to kill your hunger. And I've said it on Facebook before, but I'm going to say it again. A lot of people say, but Kevin, I'm never hungry in the morning. That's my problem. Well, here's what you have to do. Stop eating so late, number 1. And number 2, as soon as you wake up, drink a glass of water. And that's going to activate your metabolism and kickstart your metabolism. Yeah, you'll have to pee first, but then it'll make you hungry. It really will make you hungry. So try that if you're not hungry in the morning. And I'm going to come out later with more tips on just snacks, healthy snacks to do. But this is my first video about breakfast ideas. So I hope it was helpful. I hope you like it. And I'll see you in the next video.